All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello, hello. Let me just see that everything is correct as it should be, Well, you always need to display yourself in your finest. I realized that, previously I was speaking about the mask of some people over here in my surroundings and why they sustain in a certain mask, like the mask behavior. You see, at some point I actually have to explain that once you attack somebody's, the way he perceives himself. You see, everybody wears a mask. We all wear it. Some of us take that to the context of they call themselves politicians, representatives of the people. But then when you look at, it's like a contract, right? So you think that you're using Instagram and Instagram is being used for you. Then you look at the contract and you see that Instagram owns you. Same thing is for the politicians. You think that they are actually your politicians and they work for you. Then you look at actually who they are used by, who they are configured by, who they are being compiled by, and you will see that they're not for the people. That is what I mean when you wear a mask. Once you go into that which is a murder attempt in your own country as a Swede, then we are into that which is actually, that is not how you just, how we all proclaim ourselves that we are wearing a mask. We're into something that is much, much different. And that difference in itself, ladies and gentlemen, is at some point, in its purest definition, MK Ultra. The reason as to why you wear it, at some point, is completely unaware by yourself. Also another aspect of MK Ultra, unawareness. At some point we're dealing with that which is consciousness. Once you have 8 million homogeneous Swedes and you fuck with their consciousness, the motherfucker, if I actually pinpoint it, I pinpoint it. If I do it very well to the point where we don't have to exaggerate with the words I'm using to ensure that I keep myself out of the perspective of academics. You see, the perspective of academics is very important to actually observe here. They are very good at bullshitting. That's how they ensured one thing: the scientific method could be completely destroyed in front of everybody, is because of academics. And the academical language is being abused by everybody today. Everybody today, from influencers to politicians, everybody wants to use an academic language because it gives a result by just in its usage itself. By, like, if I use the academic language, it would give a certain result. Well, then what you're doing is actually you're manipulating. And manipulation is also another aspect of MK Ultra. So as you can see here, I'm trying my utmost to try to restrict myself from that which is the collective mindset of the Swede. The collective mindset of the Swede is to tell everybody, I know what is best for you. I know what you should become. I know how you should think. Now, once you actually, like I told you, once you look at the ownership, the details, the specification, the technical specification of the Swedish elite, you will see something. Well, you're being configured and compiled by somebody who is not Swedish. They're not the Swedish people. They're not your Swedish parents. They're not your Swedish children. Your whole fucking perspective of your today, the whole fucking thing about your Swedish ideology today is to say, we have a problem with foreigners. Well, the motherfucker, at some point, the paradox is just too fucking obvious to pinpoint. It's like you're fucking with yourself. You're looping in relation to yourself. It's like you're projecting something that is subconsciously what you actually sense of what you are. Because the overall image, the thing that you politicians actually argue about, if that in itself entails, encapsulates what is written in regards to who you're owned by then motherfucker, take off the fucking mask. At some point, once you actually take that and extend that instead of taking off the mask, you extend it. You know what happens? At some point, you have an MK Ultra system ongoing. Once you're allowed to play pretend as if you're engineers at Volvo and instead perform that which is a brain-machine interface in the public space in front of everybody, where you actually are telling yourself that we are part of everybody is not abusing us. At some point, when we come into context of the future, 18 months after the murder attempt, and you're being abused by Finnish, by Germans, by Indians, by Russians, by Americans, by Jews, by Muslims. If everybody is abusing you as a society, as a fucking political system, as an economical system, as an academical system, everybody is abusing you. Well then, motherfucker, at some point, take off the fucking mask. You're in pain. Your subconscious feels like shit.